Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into topics that empower you to create the life and love you truly deserve. Today's conversation is going to be a game changer for so many of you. We're talking about the things you should never do for a man, no matter how much you love him, no matter how much society tries to tell you otherwise. It's time to rewrite the narrative. You are a queen, and queens don't settle for less than they deserve. But sometimes, in the name of love, we end up sacrificing our happiness, boundaries, and even our self-worth. That stops today. This video will help you recognize toxic patterns, set healthier boundaries, and step into the best version of yourself. I'll also share examples and actionable advice so you can make better choices in love. Stay with me until the end. You'll leave feeling more empowered and confident than ever before. 1. Never try to fix all his problems. Let me ask you this. How often have you found yourself stepping into the role of a fixer? Maybe he's struggling with his career, his emotions, or even his family issues, and you've taken it upon yourself to solve everything for him. Here's the truth. It's not your job to fix a man. In a healthy relationship, support should be mutual, but support is not the same as carrying someone's entire emotional or mental load. When you try to solve all his problems, you unintentionally set a dangerous precedent. He might start relying on you for everything, expecting you to always have the answers. And you end up exhausted, drained, and feeling unappreciated. What's worse, if a man doesn't take responsibility for his own life, he's unlikely to change. He'll keep repeating the same mistakes because he knows you'll always be there to pick up the pieces. What to do instead? Support him, yes. Be his cheerleader, but don't play the role of his savior. A healthy man will appreciate your encouragement while still taking ownership of his life. And remember, it's okay to step back and let him face his challenges. Growth only happens when people take responsibility for their own journey. 2. Never do all the pursuing. Ladies, this one is a biggie. Society often tells women to chase after what they want, but when it comes to relationships, pursuing a man should never feel one-sided. Here's what happens when you do all the pursuing. You're constantly initiating conversations. You're planning all the dates. You're putting in the emotional labor to keep things moving forward. Over time, this creates an imbalance. It sends a message that you value the relationship more than he does. A man who truly values you will make an effort to show it. He'll initiate, he'll plan, he'll pursue you in ways that make you feel cherished and wanted. Healthy love is reciprocal. It's like a dance where both partners take turns leading. You deserve a man who meets you halfway, who shows you through his actions that he's just as invested in the relationship as you are. What to do instead? Let him pursue you, but also make sure he knows you're interested. High-value men love a little mystery and confidence. When you allow him the space to chase you, he values the connection more. 3. Never give him husband privileges before commitment. This one might sting, but it's so important. Ladies, let's talk about boundaries. Giving someone husband privileges before they've earned the title of your husband can lead to heartbreak and confusion. What do I mean by husband privileges? Being emotionally or physically intimate without a solid commitment. Prioritizing him over your own needs and goals. Allowing him to take up all your time and energy without reciprocation. When you give too much too soon, you risk devaluing yourself in his eyes. Men are wired to value what they have to earn. If you hand over your love, time, and energy without clear boundaries, it can lead to a lack of respect. What to do? Instead, set boundaries early. Let him know what you need in order to move forward. This isn't about playing games. It's about protecting your heart and ensuring that you only invest in someone who is equally invested in you. 4. Never be the source of his self-esteem. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like you were constantly reassuring him, telling him he's enough, that he's capable, that he's worthy? While it's natural to uplift your partner, it becomes unhealthy when he depends entirely on you for his self-esteem. A man who lacks self-confidence can become overly clingy, jealous, or even controlling. This is not love, it's dependency. And let me tell you, being someone's emotional crutch is exhausting. What to do instead? Encourage him to work on himself, but don't take on the responsibility of fixing his self-esteem. A healthy relationship is built on two people who already feel whole and complete on their own. 5. Never let him use you as his emotional punching bag. This might be one of the most important points on this list. Emotional abuse is never okay. If a man uses you as his outlet for frustration, anger, or insecurity, that's a massive red flag. Signs of emotional abuse include constant criticism, blaming you for everything, yelling or name-calling during arguments. No relationship is worth your mental health or self-respect. A man who truly loves you will communicate his feelings maturely and respectfully, even in tough moments. What to do instead? Set firm boundaries. Let him know that while you're there to support him, you won't tolerate being disrespected. And if he continues to cross those boundaries, don't be afraid to walk away. You deserve better. Final thoughts. Ladies, love is beautiful, but it should never come at the cost of your self-worth. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and effort. It's about two people who uplift each other, not one person carrying all the weight. If you've been struggling to find the right kind of partner, it's time to elevate your standards. You are worthy of a man who cherishes you, respects you, and values everything you bring to the table. Take these lessons to heart and start creating the love life you've always dreamed of. Remember, you're not just looking for a partner, you're looking for someone who complements your amazing, unique self. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe.